set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one. Out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Down at the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Well, the second down throw on target. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
48-yard line.
First down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4 yards. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first and 10, Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. Now Elliott. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the same.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
7. Steelers.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going.
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. Jalen Smith coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. But they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. Colk went on to kick as he sends it away. This is taken around the 12. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Prescott from the gun. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Pass on target. Prescott to Cooper. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing. Prescott. Completes it right side to Cooper. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Oh, boy. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
First down, Steelers.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Roethlisberger here finding Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Completion here to Claypool. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
A gain of 7 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. From the 30 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger, and he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now it's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Connor and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Prescott on first down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Prescott now. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Flushed out right. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The throw down the field caught by his running back. 23 yards on the play.
23 yards. First down, Steelers.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And he's going to keep it here. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott now from the 50. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And now another one thrown incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in this last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop.
They've got his man complete. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to counter. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. He's at the 30.
It's sad they pay me. I do this for free.
10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
A gain of 19 yards.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Brings up second.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Vance McDonald, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Cowboys 28. Steelers 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to...
And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And some room to maneuver. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys.
Greg Zuerlein lining
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Steelers.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a pass is taken in by Smith-Schuster, and he's able to get up here to the 26.
To Juju Smith-Schuster. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Pulled in at the 24. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Oh, boy. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Elliott. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They keep on the ground with Elliott. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Gain on the play. And it's
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And he finds McDonald. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
a gain of 4 yards.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Ben to throw again. Completion here to Claypool. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2. Now it's Roethlisberger. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 73 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
A gain of 19 yards.
Here's Roethlisberger. To Connor on the check down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Roethlisberger throwing complete to McDonald. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st down, Steelers.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Right side, Claypool's got it. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
10 yards.
Good position to be in here. 2nd and inches.
At the 34-yard.
Roethlisberger going to get this one to Connor. Oh, Connor loses it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And with that, kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes, but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Johnson with a completion over the middle. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, Demarius Randall. The 40, the 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Cowboys 49. Steelers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Incomplete.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Pollard again. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
I think the reason this play's so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's in a full run by the time he gets the football.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's the 4th-round pick from Maryland, Anthony McFarland. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 for Mike. Push him back. Push him back.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard.
Today's final score, Cowboys 52.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking.